I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Run After Show, episode 5, entitled Jump. And boy, was there a lot of jumping going on this one. Wow. We have so much to talk about. We find out why he typed run in the first place. Fiona, wow. Karma caught up with her. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we finally get our favorite, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, in the house. And she's a taxidermist? Oh, so good, so good. So many things to talk about. We got a special segment. We got news. But first, let's get our overall thoughts, starting with our girl, Kelsey, who's a huge fan of everything Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Hello, Kelsey.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I was so excited to see her. It took me a second to recognize her with the long hair. And then I was like, oh, there she is. So I was so happy to see her. I'm excited. I think that she'll probably be in the next 2 episodes, the final 2. So very excited. It was a great episode. I felt like something needed to shift, something had to happen and change, or else they were going to lose me. And something definitely did happen. So I can't wait to talk about it. I thought it was a really good episode.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, our girl Nyjah in the house, who's also on the run from life in general, and we can all feel that. Nyjah, how you doing? What were your thoughts on this episode?
Hello. Oh my gosh. Plot twist kind of freaked me out a little. Still, I was really yelling at my TV, guys, like extremely, like what the heck is going on? Billy, I'm not fond of him again. Like, what the heck is wrong with this dude? Like, do you have no morals at all? Like, he just doesn't care. Like, that's what I got from him.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get into the first topic. We opened this show with, because we got teased this video by Fiona last episode when they were on the train, and we didn't really know what was going on, but we get the full video this time. And all this whole show is started because of a book deal? What? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, Kelsey, what were your thoughts?
He's an ass. I don't like him one bit. I haven't liked him this whole time. And I really don't get, I think we talked about it last time and you mentioned it, Sean, like, why do people listen to him? It's so bizarre. We're getting such a weird side of Billy that I'm sure the world or his people don't see, but it's crazy that he's this like Tony Robbins-esque sort of has this persona, and he's the worst. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it didn't surprise me because you knew something, like when Fiona alluded to that in the last episode, you knew it was going to be something like that, but he's just so slimy. That's so lame. And he lied to Ruby to begin with, saying that he texted her run when he was drunk, so it wasn't even like he hadn't told her why. He lied about it. Ugh. I'm like, and who knows if that's ever going to come out, right? Because now sayonara Fiona, so lame.
It's crazy. Nyjah, what were your thoughts when you saw that video?
Okay, I was like, really, dude? Like, you're doing this for everybody to see, and then you're spilling the beans on stuff that's personal, that you shouldn't even be talking about. And I'm just like, really has no morals and doesn't care and lets his life be molded into anything for money. And I think that's honestly ridiculous.
Yeah, and I'm with you, Kels. I got no information or no proof that this guy is any good at public speaking from that video. If anything, it just confirmed my thoughts of like, this guy isn't any good. Yeah. And even like, what is his like thing? Alive or amazing period or something, right? It's just,
yes, I was reading that behind. Amaze you. Yeah. Like,
it's just like, it's just not good. And like, how did Fiona get 7 years out of this guy? I don't know.
I know.
Okay, so we're they reveal that, and now we're all like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, if this guy couldn't be any more likable, they just upped the ante, and now he's really unlikable. Because he's lying upon lying upon lying.
It's hard to watch. Everything. It's so hard to, and it's hard to watch Ruby knowing what you know about her and having this family. It's hard to watch her give that up and act the way she's acting towards it. Oh my God, it just makes me cringe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh my
You're
goodness.
good. You're good. This is what
Crazy?
happens when we have to do Zoom stuff.
I know. There's too many. I have too much technology going on.
I know.
All right. So as we saw in the last episode, Fiona jumped off the train, and Ruby was not going to be outdone. And I love it because she's leading the charge on this, right? Because he doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
He is not interested in going anywhere. And boom, she jumps off. Of course, then he follows. And her enthusiasm and incitement through this whole jump off the train thing, it was just hilarious to me. Like, I just couldn't, it was so infectious. She was having so much fun. She was like living her best life, jumping off a train. Talk about that, Kels.
I mean, I love that she stood up and she was just like, yeah, had this adrenaline. And then Billy's over there like, I'm broken. I'm like, I don't like you. You are so lame. Yeah, I loved it. I loved that for her. And she was just like, I'm not letting her get away. We're going to get her. Let's do it. You need to be less of a little sissy over there. Come on. So I thought that was great.
Nigel, what were your thoughts on that?
Same, you guys. I loved her enthusiasm and how she immediately jumped out the train with so much excitement. I thought they were going to be hurt or something, but she was like, no, it was like a rush for her.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can never do that. I'll probably be like hurt and broken bones and everything or something. Like, not me.
Awesome. So they, of course, track her to this house, this what we think is an empty house. And so Fiona's trying to hide out, and she's up in a bathroom, she's got a knife, and it's it's like real now. It's on. Like, they want the bag, she wants the bag, everybody's and then of course other secrets coming out. But what's so great about this show is that in the midst of all this insanity, we get this hilarious moment where Ruby says to Billy, sorry, I couldn't remember his name. Ruby says to Billy, you didn't want to sleep with me because you thought I had a flappy vagina?
I know. My God.
And then he's like, of course, no.
Like,
the thought of sleeping with a mom. I mean, breaking up a family. And he was just like, insert foot into mouth, and like your whole leg inserted into your mouth. Nyjah, what did you think about that scene?
I was literally dying of laughter. He's digging himself into a hole right there. And I'm just like, get your words together, bro. Like, what's going on? Like, you just not say anything in this moment. And in that moment when he's talking to Fiona too, he's like saying everything wrong. And I'm just like, you really don't have a way with words, huh? Like, you just don't know what to say at all.
Yeah, I mean, Fiona is definitely the puppet master. This guy has nothing. Kelsey, what were you thinking on that?
I thought it was kind of funny how Ruby took Fiona's side for a second. She was like, okay, stop. Yeah, you're saying everything wrong. Like, you do not know how to speak. So I thought that was kind of a cute, funny moment that was like, okay, yeah, girl power. Ooh, like, she gets it. You don't need to keep smacking her in the face. Like, all right, we got it. But then, yikes, soon to follow.
Wow. I was not expecting this twist.
Me neither.
They totally caught me off guard. I said it in the recap. Fiona had a knife, but she got forked and literally falls out of a window and lands on this farm equipment. I should say, gets impaled on this farm equipment. And Fiona's dead. Wow. I mean, Nyjah, well, first of all, did you think she was dead? And then, of course, when they really reveal what happened, like, what were your thoughts?
So when I heard that she initially fell outside of the window, I kind of thought she just like fell and then ended up like running away and kind of Billy gave up. So when they showed that she actually like died and she was like stuck with all these things, I was like, oh my God, what a painful way to go. And what a freaking huge plot twist right here. Like, what are they doing right now? And we only have 2 more episodes. Like, you guys got me now.
Right. And then of course, Lawrence is calling in the middle of all this.
I know.
Yes.
And you start talking about it a little bit, Kelsey, but this whole thing with because he knows what's going on, we find out.
Yeah.
But then it's almost like he wants her to lie. I don't know. I'm confused. What's going on with Lawrence, Kelsey?
I feel for him. He's feeding her words because he does know what's happening and he doesn't want to have to be like, this marriage is over. So he's like, just say no. Just say no. I know what you're doing. I know what's happening. But it's interesting because it's like, well, if you know what's happening, why do you want her to say these things?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been in that situation, so I don't understand. But now it just got a whole lot stickier, right? Because she can't leave Billy because he's a whole wreck, and yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy, and I feel badly for Lawrence. I do. I feel badly for Lawrence and the kids, and it just makes you just like Ruby, and that's hard. But yeah, that was wild. I thought that she maybe like broke her leg or something, and then when it showed, like makes me queasy thinking about that stuff going through her. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden we were like in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? Like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah.
Nigel, how did you feel about that phone call with Lawrence?
Oh my gosh, I was like, perfect moment for him to call right now. Like,
Right.
I'm just like, I
Right.
don't know if Billy is gonna have this whole Fiona thing under control. And I'm like, now Lawrence is asking these questions about who she's with, but I still didn't get like why he's asking these questions and he knows. I would just call her out on it. Like, don't lie, because I know you're not going to be in freaking Malibu on Friday. So there's no need to lie. Just tell me, and then, we can kind of figure it out then. But that's a little skeptical.
Yeah. All right. So finally, Kelsey gets what she's been waiting for all these episodes. Our girl, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, is in the house. She's got long hair and she's collecting dead animals. Wow. I'm sorry, Kelsey, talk about this moment.
I thought it was the perfect entrance for her. She's such a weirdo. I love it so much. Inspecting a dead badger. And it really did take me a second. I said it in the review. It took me a second to realize it was her because of the long hair. She's wearing a beanie and I was like, what? And then I got so excited. I was like, yes, which means that she's probably going to be in the final 2 episodes. It was perfect. Her character's perfect. Taxidermy gives him a ride. Kind of awkward, but very kind. It was perfect. I'm happy she's here.
I love too that like we have to like earn the fact that she's just a taxidermist. Because she's like, I'm just collecting these animals. People see a dead animal. They don't know what to do with it. I know what to do with it, And I was like, what creepy thing is going on here?
I know.
And then they finally
come right out and say it.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you just say, well, yeah, I'm a taxidermist. Obviously, that's why I'm collecting this thing. But of course, that's not how Phoebe rolls. She's got to make us go crazy. Nigel, what were your thoughts on that scene?
Since I didn't know exactly who Phoebe Waller-Bridge is, you guys, I was just like, why is this lady collecting dead animals on the side of the road? Like, that's gross. I was like, ew, 1, 2, and I was like, is she going to actually take them to the train station? I feel like she was trying to like inch away from not taking them to the train station, and then they hit her with his mom has cancer, which was a lie too. And I was just like, oh, well, now they reeled her in, and now they're going to get to the train station.
Right. Yeah, and it was interesting.
He's like, why my mom?
Oh yeah, right.
That was funny.
A funny moment.
Yeah.
I also, it was interesting too because Ruby, like, she knew that she had to take the lead and take control because he was wrecked. Like he could barely stand and walk, let alone, be in control of yet another lie. So that was very interesting too for Ruby to, really just have to take the reins almost, I don't know for the first time, but you really got a sense of, oh, here's the mom coming out, right? Yeah. Here's the lady that can get the kids and get them into school and just kind of get stuff done.
She kind of led this whole episode, I felt like.
Yeah, I mean, totally. She totally does. Yeah. Like, she's like, I'm taking control because you're an idiot, just like you were in college. And, so we're going to have to, I'm going to have to take control of this. I thought it was funny too that like, why didn't we just put the badger in this is a big van. Like, why is it on his lap? Right.
I know. And it's so funny now with this whole Corona stuff, because it's like everything we're hyper aware of. So I was like, okay, yeah, rabies. But then I was like, ew, also Corona. Like,
Right.
Why
No,
you have a dead badger on your lap?
that's a good point. You're right. Everything now is super, like, you're super aware of like any germs now, way more than we
Yeah.
used to be. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how things will, pan out in the future of taping things, or filming things. And but that's a whole other road we don't want to go down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're in the train station. So they finally get dropped off at the train station, and we're like, okay, we can all take a breath. Finally, we're off the crazy path. I mean, we do have this dead body that we haven't really dealt. Oh, and I just realized I totally forgot. How could I forget? The guy, there's a witness to the death of Fiona. Oh my God, how did I forget this? Guys, what did you think of that moment? Kelsey.
You knew it. I mean, there was no way that someone was not there and they walked away like scot-free. There had to have been some sort of twist, and yeah, that was great. And he ran, and you saw him for 2 seconds, and I cannot wait now. I feel like this episode made me more excited for next week than I've felt this whole season. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna get good. And the town is tiny. I mean, yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out.
I agree, Kelsey. You're right. This was definitely like the biggest cliffhanger we've had, where you felt like they had cut us off. Like the episode didn't end; it just got cut off.
Yeah.
Nigel, what were your thoughts on the guy? It's funny because I remember when they showed like the camera view of someone, and it was like, that looks like someone looking through as opposed to a cool camera angle. And then of course it was. What were your thoughts on that?
I was like, oh snaps, they're about to go to jail. I was like, they're about to go to jail, and they have a witness. I was like, he's seen his face. He saw them take the bag of money and saw them leave the scene and just leave the body there. And I was like, they're going to go to jail. And now they're really going to be on the run. Like, this is legit on the run. Like, it's not just a text message anymore. Like,
right. We went from run to on the run. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, Maja. That's a good point. That's a great point.
Yeah.
Okay, so now back to where I was before I forgot this whole thing. So we thought we had a moment to take a breath, and Ruby goes in the bathroom, and she can't find her phone. Wow. Because now we know, right? I know as an audience member, I was like, oh man, you got to go back, girl.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah, Kelsey, talk about that.
Oh, I was just like, come on. And then Billy is like, well, what? Like, we don't have to go back and get it. I'm like, what? Yeah. It's going to be, it's going to be crazy to watch it like play out. You got to go back. Oh, I was just mad at her. I was like, seriously, sister, the one thing, but I'm excited to see. I can't wait to watch more.
Yeah, I mean, when Billy says, well, when was the last time you remember having it? In the van? And I was like, nope. Oh, in the field.
Nope, not a chance. Yeah.
Oh, Nigel, how'd you feel when she lost her, or didn't have her phone, I should say?
Dang, I felt bad for her. I'm like, now they really have to go back and search for the phone. And who knows if the phone is actually even there anymore. And I'm like, she's going to get a whole bunch of calls from Lawrence again. And then that's just going to go downhill. It's just going to keep spiraling. And I feel bad for them.
Not only that, but of course, if someone else gets there first and finds the phone.
Exactly.
Because that's someo's house. Somebody lives there. And I don't know
You're
if it was
nice
the guy
to feel bad for him, Nigel. I was just like, you guys are stupid. Yeah.
Well, I feel bad because I think they're going to go to jail.
Well,
I
think we're getting into predictions a little bit, so let's save that. But you're not wrong.
Not wrong.
All right. Well, of course, that's how the episode ends, on this cliffhanger of literally them yelling, ah! So let's move on to our special segment. And this is a fun little thing we like to do called A Little More Moment. And this is a moment in the episode where you feel it potentially got cut off or left you hanging a little bit, thus leaving you wanting more. I will go first. My wanting more moment, I'm probably going to steal yours, Kelsey, but I wanted more Phoebe. We got a little tease of Phoebe You know, we got like about a 6 minutes of Phoebe, maybe, and I wanted more of that. I also thought it was interesting her having this like American accent was very interesting.
Yeah.
Because that's the first time I think I've only heard her speak in her native tongue, so that was interesting for me. So that was mine. Kelsey, what was yours?
Yeah, I'm right there. I mean, I'm right there with you. I liked when they Ruby and she had the hug moment too. I was like, oh, that was kind of funny. I wanted to see that play out a little bit more because Phoebe's obviously like, wait, what's happening here? But she didn't push her off or anything. So I'm excited to see how her character develops in the next episode and hopefully the one after that because I just love her. I'm excited to see more of Phoebe.
Awesome. Nyjah, what was your a little more moment?
So mine is a little different from your guys'. I wanted when they were walking towards the house and Ruby asked Billy if he had sex with Fiona. And he's like, yeah,
that was a good
I
one.
did. Like, I've known her for like 7 years. And she's just sitting there like, what? Like, what do you mean? I wanted her to be like, so, like, when did this happen? How long? I was like, where's your questions at, girl? I guess you guys are going to do stuff, but you need the questions and answers too.
He said it would have been rude not to.
Yeah,
I was like, out of here, dude. Like,
I know.
Nyjah, I wish like during the episode that you could be like in an earpiece in Ruby's head, therefore, and then coach her up a little bit. Because you're always like, girl, you need to be asking this, and this. Like, I love it.
I would be the best coach ever, guys. I'm like, girl, get it together, okay?
You would.
Get it together.
I don't understand her attraction to him. I really don't.
I don't either. I'm just like, ew. Find somebody better.
I know.
Yeah, the longer this goes on, I'm just like, this was not a good idea. You guys are not selling me on this idea, that's for sure.
No, not in the least bit.
All right, let's move on to news and gossip. Miss Nyjah, take it away.
Okay, guys. So I have a lot of news and gossip for you guys. One, on the gossipy side, is that today is Domhnall Gleeson's birthday. So happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
We may not like you in this show, but you know, I think you're a great actor and I love your acting. So kudos to you. And also Maria Weaver, she did an interview with Refinery 29 on this one episode.
Oh wow.
So I'm just gonna read you guys like a little snippet from her interview. So they asked her, what surprised you most about acting with Phoebe in Jump? I can't believe her wig. And then she said, when we shot together, it was so cold and late at night that I don't think I had the mental capacity to experience surprise anymore. I think that may be a state of mind not critical for survival, and therefore one you lose access to during freezing night shoots.
Oh, interesting.
And I was reading through the whole thing. I don't want to, like, you know, you guys can read it too on Refinery 29 because I don't want to bore you guys with all the info. But it's very interesting interview. She has some funny ones in here too. But you guys can read it on refinery29.com for the whole entire interview.
I love it. I wonder where they shot that scene. It's interesting.
I think it's funny. I was trying to remember at the end of the episode, they always kind of put up like where they shot, you know, like whatever. And I can't remember it. Obviously it was someplace cold. It was funny because it didn't seem like it was too cold.
Well, except for when they were at the train station and it was like blowing, like the rain and the wind.
Right. Oh yeah. You're right. It was then.
And she was like, "You can keep the jacket."
Right.
Yeah, because Billy kept crying about his jacket.
Yeah, about his coat that he loved so much.
Yeah.
He's such a masculine man.
Seriously.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Nyjah.
Yeah.
All right, so it's that fun time. Predictions. Kelsey, you look like you got a bunch going on there. Start with you.
I wish I did. I'm trying to think. Okay, I think we're gonna get more Phoebe. Yes. I think what's gonna happen is that guy who ran away from the house, who saw them, is gonna run to the police station, and this whole next episode is gonna be about investigations. So they're gonna be coming back looking for the phone. the police are going to be looking for them because this town is tiny. And they were, I mean, obviously with Phoebe having like driven them to which was really stupid on their part, actually. You know, it's like clearly they didn't think anyone was in this house, but still it's like, really, you're kind of giving yourself away because you're letting this woman know what you look like, who you are. So I think that she's going to be questioned. She's going to be like, yeah, okay, these two people, and the police are going to be looking for them, and they're going to be, like Nigel said, now on the run while also trying to get this phone.
Nice.
So I think that's going to be the whole next episode, is like kind of the back and forth between them looking for the phone and the police.
Awesome. Nija.
Okay, so I kind of think that they're going to end up going to jail. I think they're going to go to jail. And also, like, they're legit on the run now. So I feel like they may try and escape from trying to go to jail and continue to be on the run with each other. And then Lawrence, I think that he's going to try to go and find her because he's getting angry now and he's not being as patient anymore. So I think he's going to try and find her.
Awesome.
Especially since she's not going to be in Malibu. So
yeah.
Great, thank you. Yeah, I don't think he's going to Malibu because I don't think he actually thinks that's going to happen. Obviously, especially now, he doesn't know that, but we do, and you know, she's going to be lucky to get out of this town, let alone get to Malibu. For me, obviously, I'm with you, Kels. We're definitely going to get more Phoebe, hopefully for both episodes. I am, because there's only 2 episodes left, I don't get the feeling like we're going to wrap this thing up. I feel like they're going to leave us hanging and give us a nice cliffhanger for season 2. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. Like there's only like another, so 2 episodes, not even, it's barely an hour left to tell this story. So unless they really start moving quickly and getting, you know, people resolved. I mean, they have a dead body to deal with. I mean, this is not getting resolved anytime soon. And I'm also going to predict that the guy who was running away, I'm going to say it's not his house. I don't know why I get a weird vibe about that, but I don't think it's his house. I think he wasn't supposed to be there, and that's why he's running away too. So I think there's a little interesting story going on there as well. But
like maybe the police just find the body and he doesn't go to the police. Oh,
maybe, yeah, or he. I mean, I think he's going to be involved somewhat. I just don't think it's going to be quite as cut and dry as it's his house, and you know, he's just going to tell the police. I think that's too easy for this show.
I like that.
Awesome. Well, that is going to do it for our show today. Our girl Adiamond couldn't be here tonight, but we missed her. She will be back next week, moderating and giving us all her input, maybe a little bit from this episode too. So we look forward to that. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Interact with us, guys. We love how when you give us stuff and you give us comments. What did you think about this? Are you glad Fiona's gone? I don't know. That's an interesting question because we were all hating on Fiona, and now maybe feeling a little bad about being so much hate on Fiona.
Right.
So anyway, thank you so much for being there. We are so excited to keep going with this. Kelsey, where can we find you?
I am on all social media at KelsMeyer2. And yeah, I'm excited. We'll be back here next Monday. Can't wait.
Nice. Nija.
Okay, you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter. For Instagram, it is NADJ, 4 E's with an underscore, and Twitter at Someone Say Nija. And you can also catch me Fridays at 6 p.m. on the Siren After Show. If you guys like mermaids, I think you should check it out.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice. And you can find me at SeanStar75 on the gram. Gorilla Suit Sean on Twitter. I'm also on the Council of Dads after show. Friday at 7. So watch Nija at 6, and you can catch me at 7 on Fridays.
Perfect.
And then also with the Mrs. America with Adiamond as well on Wednesdays at 7. That is going to do it for us this episode. Thanks again, guys, for joining us. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Woo! Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.